Hello, everyone. Welcome. So, it is the Naga week, which means assassin class everywhere. As many Death Knights as we saw last week, we'll probably see just as many assassins and related builds this week. So, yay! No, assassin is really annoying, but we'll be messing around with it. I don't think I'll be invading with it, but if we ever have a good skull spammer on a certain day, we might be able to mess around with it this week. Hello, Joey. Hello, Jessica. Hello, JZG. Welcome. Had a okay Monday. Got to do something for the first time. Was holding 7,500 in hundreds today, which never actually held that much at any given time. I think the highest I ever held prior to that was like 2,000, but had to get all the money today for the heating and cooling thing. They'll be starting work on that this Wednesday. I may need to end Tuesday's stream off just a little bit earlier than what I normally do. We'll probably do the Guild Wars on the other account, answer questions, and then kind of go from there. But I do need to get to bed pretty early on Tuesday, as they are coming early morning Wednesday, as well as Thursday. Don't know if they're going to be here on Friday, but they might be able to get it done this week. So if they can, then we'll see where that goes schedule-wise. But we'll see. Anyways, hello Brad, hello Silver, hello Dinos, hello Ginger, hello Henny, hello, hello Gunswinger. Yes, a wild stream appears. I know, I really should put the little timer thingy up ahead of time. I don't know why I always wait till like the 30 minutes before stream starts before I ever add the timer. Probably do that way in advance. But yeah, let's go see what we can get for an assassin team. Let's actually clear all this out. Let's just go with a standard one first, and then we'll build it into other stuff. I want to try it just with a triple combo of some kind, probably. Where's our giant spider? Or we just play a safer bet with it. Giant spider, and what would the other two colors be? A yellow, red. Oh yeah, just a Valkyrie to feed into it. I guess we could go with that. So we will get the Valkyrie. Let's go with the standard triple threat. And Crude Club, that's actually perfectly fine. So we'll go for that. Keep everything as is. Only need to change the banner, which will be... we already have the +1 blue. What is the Leonis again? I believe that's minus on the... Oh, wait, no, that would be too much blue. No. Let's see. That negates out our other blue. That'll be the double yellow that we need. And only a +1 on green though, which means we have no +2 for our spider. So I'm going to go with standard +2 on green then for our spider and go from there. Then again, Valkyrie will never get mana. Maybe I should go that banner. Might need to switch this up a bit, but I just wanted to see how many assassins we can get off. That's the only thing I'm really testing in this one battle. So let's just call this assassin test. That is how you spell assassin, right? I think. Let me see. Let's see. Where would it say assassin? Oh, there it is, assassin. Yeah. Double ass in. Good evening, Maximus. Welcome. Hello, Nasticus. Hello, Ginger. It still says waiting? I don't know why. Let's see. A goblin team, good for PvP. Generally, if I'm going to go a goblin team, it would be, what's the order? It would be the Boar Rider. Let me say that again. Boar Rider, Goblin Rocket, Goblin Shaman, and Hobgoblin would be the order. I generally don't really use Goblin King in teams like that. Some people do, especially since he got buffed. Personally, I still don't really care for him. Maybe in the context of Guild Wars, he would at least be okay. But just for normal teams, I don't really see much point in using the Goblin King. But right off the bat here, we will want to go and get our mana for our Keeper of Souls for the Assassinates for the team wipe. We did not get the Surge that we needed there. Well, we got a Surge on the red. That's not a color we need though. And there's the blues. That will be the last of it, so we can cast this out. I don't really want to have to do this on red, but if it forces me to, we definitely will. So we'll go for it, it would look like. Need the mana for our Keeper of Souls, and then we can go on from there. So right here, doesn't look like we have alignment, so we'll move that over. We have it on purple right now, but that is the last color I would ever want to aim this at. So I might just take this goal and wait it out. Though, I'll go for it. I really don't want to have to, but we'll do that. Still 0 assassinates. Still 0. It's always, that seems to always be the case with assassinate, which is one of the reasons why I kind of don't want to invade with it. I'll probably defend with it, but maybe not invade. It just, some battles, it never wants to go off. Still no assassinates. We'll probably die to death mark before we get an assassinate off. Okay, Valkyrie. Do that on the huge amounts of brown right there. And then we can just giant spider, hopefully on one of the purples that fall. Where are all the purples? I know I converted one out, but still, like, none are even falling back to the board. Okay, we'll just have to take this down, hope for a skull off the top, and, oh, didn't see the yellows there. Hello. And there we go, finally, an assassinate. So that just instantly died. Impervious doesn't even block it, so it's even better. So we'll throw that down, get our blues, get a little bit of manas there. And that will be enough for Keeper of Souls. We'll throw that at the yellows. Could also done it on brown. So we'll do that. And come on, one more assassinate. Come on. Come on. Come on. I don't think we'll get it. But we'll try it. Nope. No, we'll just hit it with a skull, it looks like. Crude Club, I don't believe enough to do the rest. Oh, come on. That would have been annoying if that was Guild Wars or something. Summoner dying right before the battle ends. Also, hello, Henny. Welcome. Maybe I should try something with Bone Dragon. Bone Dragon Shegra. That or we could try doing Courage, nerfed Courage. I haven't bothered using Courage yet since it got nerfed. Poor guy. But let me throw... Could do Humility or something, actually. Let me throw Bone Dragon. Or actually, Loyalty. Let's do the new Loyalty buff. So we'll throw Loyalty, and then we just need a blue that can skull spam. I don't even think that is a thing, other than Justice. No, that doesn't really count. No. I'm pretty sure it is only Justice. Yep, no skulls, no skulls. Hey, Van Barrack buff. No skulls, and yeah. Justice is our only option. So I guess we'll throw Justice, even though we don't have any freeze. Might as well, see what happens. Really weird team. Oh yeah, we're missing yellow too. Maybe I'll go, no, actually I'll stick with Justice. We'll go HP spam instead, and see what we can do with this. Okay, really odd team, but we'll run with it. We'll go on... I might actually just go for a double green here. Never mind, I should go double blue and get the Justice up a bit quicker. Wait, can we set a banner? What's the -1 yellow? Oh yeah, +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow. That wouldn't help us too much. I have no need to get up for club directly. So I'll just go for the blues here. Actually, since our Crude Club takes so little mana, we can go Frozen Banner, because it doesn't matter if we go on the -1 attack here. So we'll do this. Just want to see what will happen. Oops, whoa, chat just had a delay there. For some reason, I didn't see all that. Let's see. Hello, Nasticus. Hello, Steelbound Duelist. Hello, Banani, or Banane. The banana image right there, that's funny. What team are you thinking of Guild Wars doing for tomorrow? What is tomorrow's color again? Because I know it switches every single time. I was just gonna most likely use one of the ones I already had set up, most likely, since there hasn't been any change really since yesterday to today. The only real difference is if you were using Courage, maybe you would slightly not consider using Courage. But Courage is still ridiculously good value. Hello, Arturo. Hello, Crisley. Welcome. Inferno King Shegra? Yes, Inferno King Shegra is definitely really good for skull spamming as well. Normally I do it with Mercy Inferno King Shegra combo. But yeah, we can test that too with the Assassin class. That used to be a team I used. Exactly that. Just Crude Club up front, Hero class with Assassin. Then Inferno King, Mercy, and Shegra. And sometimes the Mercy in front of the Inferno King if I wanted to go safer instead of quicker. But not really much we can do off of manas. I do need blues, so whenever blues come up, we will want to take them. Right, there's one. So we'll take that. We'll go for the other blue if he doesn't deny us. And he does not. We'll take that. Didn't get the extra turn off the top, but we'll just keep spamming this at skulls until we can get something going. Oh, don't you dare try killing the Bone Dragon. I need that Bone Dragon. Well, that was a fail. Just gave him a bunch of skull right there. So he's going to take 2 pairs, 1 for free. Though we do end up getting a skull out of it, kind of. So we'll swipe that over. Venom, go, kill. 1 HP survive. So we'll just go for more blues. We do not get it on Surge, and it does die before it gets to do anything. Injustice will trigger from it. And please don't devour. Go. Don't devour. No! I think I just lost. Randomly losing out of nowhere. Well, we'll throw the Bone Dragon off. He will get a skull poke. But go! Billion assassinates. Let's see those alignments. 0 so far. Come on, kill the very big sippers. You got this. Come on. Come on. We still have it. Come on. Nope. None of the assassinates want to go. There's another one we can take. I think I'm just going to throw it at the skulls here. Okay, we hit a pair. And we hit the extra turn. Nice. And another pair. Come on, assassinate. This is where you're supposed to go. Just instantly kill it. Go. Well, nothing we could do there. We'll just take the brown and Bone Dragon it again, and that will be match. Even if it doesn't assassinate, that will be pretty close damage-wise. No assassinates. We'll assassinate on the very last one. We'll be able to tell too. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, it just doesn't want to give us any. Ingro's ranking still didn't change. Hey, we got a red-blue arcane. That was quick. Hello, Earthbound. Welcome. Oh, is it green? Green Day? What did I use for my previous Green Day? I believe it was just something with the Dark Maiden into probably something Christine X or Giant Spider related. Oh, yeah. Giant Spider, Kraken, Giant Spider. That was fun. It is Green Day. Nice. Yeah, I'm most likely just going double Giant Spider, double Kraken. I really enjoyed doing that the other time, and it worked out pretty well. Oh, let me go scroll back down in chat. I can't see chat. That's the only annoying thing about this scrolly chat. Well, it's good because if I'm trying to look at a specific thing that was already said, it stays on it. The only problem is it doesn't automatically readjust. So no desire to slot any of these OP Nagas in any of the teams this week. Marilith, I may on the red day, just because it's pretty good mana generation. Maybe a Dragon Soul with a Marilith might be okay. No, I really don't foresee me personally slotting too many of them. I mentioned earlier what some of the good, better ones are, like Poison Master, Marilith. Poison Master I may put into one, but Poison Master, Marilith, and actually mainly just those two are decent options to consider this week for Guild Wars, since they do have substantially higher stats. But other than those two, I really don't have any. Can you join my guild? Unfortunately, I am full at the moment, and I don't foresee us really losing anyone anytime soon, unless we need to replace people out for the Guild Wars. But I won't really be determining that for another week or two. But yeah, everyone's kind of been doing good so far within the guild, so probably don't need to worry about that for a while, replacing anyone out. Because we did end up hitting number 1 earlier. Oops. That's not what I want to do. Wait, going to winners. Oh, there it is. Because this was the results from last week. We did end up beating Anonymous by 5,000, though I believe they were saying that they were 1 member down. So we might end up losing this week and only get 2nd or 3rd, but we'll see. Also, a lot of these people down here who weren't getting 80% bonus are now getting the same bonus that we are at 50%. So some of them, like Martha's Guardians, Vian Forever, and Black Dragon, may have a better chance at winning. So that's the thing as well that we'll have to keep in consideration. Though, has anyone even moved from this bracket? I believe these 10 people are the exact 10 that show up on number 10 right now. Let me see. No, there's one difference. Tiger Claw is on it. So who went off of the leaderboard then? Who fell from the leaderboard? Winners. Tyrant or Ash's World? Are either of them here? Oh, Tyrant fell. Or did both of them fall? Oh yeah, there it is. Tyrant and Ash's World. Did anyone else fall? Wait, who's all the new ones that weren't here earlier then? Is my question. Which ones are on this list that aren't on this list? Oops, I keep clicking on the wrong one. Winners. So Tyrant, Ash's World are gone. So let's see. We have those 3: Black Dragon, Fiend Forever, Marthas, Matchmatchers. Black Pearl's still here. Matchmatcher's still here. Anonymous still here. Oh, so it's Mean Machine came and Tiger Claw came. I believe those were the 2 replacements then. Mean Machine and Mean Machine and Tiger Claw. I don't know why Tiger Claw wasn't on it in the first place, because they were, if you go to League, they're actually above us, even though we're probably going to pass them in a week or 2. But they were above us in like number 9 as far as trophies, yet they weren't in the top 10 the very first week. That's nice that it did adjust though. I believe at this point it's just the top 10 on the leaderboard. We're pretty close to it. So it has kind of adjusted itself to that point. Okay. Oh, also, Troglodyte. This is like the only guild guardian I actually want to use is the Troglodyte. I really want to use this thing. Well, you guys already know what all of them do. I'll be doing a video for the other guys soon, but the main reason for him is, of course, the +5 to all brown, and I need that for my Bombot Black Manacle or Queen Espef Explore team that I use. Let's see. I know, huge thanks to Trevor in my guild at the end. He was the person that pushed us over to past Anonymous. I should have actually recorded part of that because that was pretty epic in the guild, because we were like, we were about like 2,000 under Anonymous at the end there, and then out of nowhere, we did have Trevor finally come on like the last like few hours, and then he went all the way and pushed us to first, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, Mean Machine is new, and the other one that I mentioned was new. The Tiger Claw are both new on the leaderboard this week, or on the top bracket, I mean. I don't believe we're up against either of them. Well, we might as well go do that one more time before I go do more battles. I'm like clicking all over the place, but let me go see. Who are we up against this week? So we're not. Oh yeah, we're up against Mean Machine, which is one of the newer ones. So I have no clue how they'll perform. Hardest battles, I believe, will be Anonymous. Martha's Guardian. Actually, all of these will probably be pretty hard. I just don't know how Mean Machine will fare. Anonymous and Intrum, of course, will be the hardest too, though. We don't start with Anonymous this time, though. So at least we get a little bit of a break. Also, the new Mythic will be out in time for us to do it for Purple Day, because Purple Day is Saturday. So we'll see how that pans out. Also, did they fix the timer? Yeah, they did fix the timer for the Guild War thing. It was acting weird earlier. A lot of things with Guild War has been acting weird. Okay, anyways, let me go try doing the Inferno King version of this, the Mercy Inferno King. So let's go get our Mercy. I'll play the safer version of it just in case. Mercy, Inferno, man, type and go. Inferno King, Shagra in the back there, and a Crude Club. And we just go double yellow on the banner, and we are good to go. And now we skull spam like crazy. Oh, we didn't get a good starting board. It looked like we had it for a second, but we don't. Gosh, this board is not looking good. We'll just have to keep swiping manas. Oh, you got a Fairish Ra today. Nice. As far as Fairish Ra, of course, you just tend to use it within anything that can spam souls. There's a couple Princess Elspeth teams you can create with it. Generally, I just put it with like a Dragon Soul or something and just let it go from there. Okay, we'll throw the Shagra here. Throw another Inferno King, hopefully off the green. And see where that brings us. Double Assassinate. Let's see triple. Let's see the triple. Go, triple Assassinate. Ah, we didn't get it. Oh well, we got a double. And that is Assassin class in a nutshell. Yeah, I can go do a Fairish Ra real quick. But yeah, if any of you guys have any other team builds you want me to do, feel free to leave them in chat. The base of any Fairish Ra team generally is Dragon Soul plus Fairish Ra or Valkyrie plus Fairish Ra. Yeah, let's go do a Ferris Raw team of some sorts. Do it over our suggested team slots. Goodbye, blue team. Would you say Courage is still good enough to put in a defense lineup? Yes. Courage is still extremely good value. There, I forgot. Let me just type in Ferris. I believe it has like a little dash or something in between. There we go. So we'll throw out Ferris Raw. Well, I'll go the cheaper version with a Valkyrie just in case you don't have a Dragon Soul. What else do we need? We need a green tank. You have Christinax, because that would work out pretty well. Put a Christinax in there. Could even go double Christinax just for the fun of it. But let's see. Can we get a Purple Storm? I might just go with the Owlif here for the Purple Storm. You could also use the new troop that just came out as well. But I think we're going to go specifically for... I don't know. Let's do the new troop. I haven't bothered really using it in anything yet. So this would be a time to do it. I forget where it is. I believe it's in Karkaroff. Right? Because I forget its name completely. Yeah, the Mizmer. Let's go put a Mizmer in our team. Why not? Yeah, there's plenty of alternatives, though. Owlif, I think, would be your next best bet. Owlif would even have a cheaper Storm than him. But we'll throw that down. We'll throw it on a Valkyrie-related banner of some sorts. Hey, what's a +2 red, +1? Or... Yeah, we'll go for that. I don't mind giving Ferris Raw less brown, so we'll just go for rushing the Valkyrie here. Off of the... where is it? There it is. The Dragon Claw banner. So we'll throw this down. Christinax is a shield. Mizmer giving extra into it. And then the blue feeding into it. We'll use the Christinax Cascade. Go from there. Throw the Ferris Raw for the cleanup. Scroll up slightly and write your team. Hello. Let's see. Hey, wish you had even one Kraken, but alas, you do feel like you would be okay with Direwolf. Yeah, Direwolf would be an okay option as well. Doing some kind of Entangle team with it, or skull-oriented team. You're going with Direwolf, Salvini Mora, Giant Spider, and Marsh Strangler for Green Day. It seems like it would work out. What exactly are you using the purple for from your Giant Spider, though? Oh yeah, Marsh Strangler has it. I would say replace out your Marsh Strangler for a better purple. A better green purple. Not quite sure what you have available. But Marsh Strangler, even with the boost ratio, isn't really that effective. Okay, so we'll throw down our Valkyrie at yellows. Probably should have gotten a different color, but don't really have any. Of course, we'll want to keep our yellows on the board for our Ferris Raw, but I think we got good enough value from there. So we'll throw this elf on the reds, get some brown, even though we are slightly getting less brown based on our banner that we have chosen. We'll throw down this miasma. 13 or more purple. I don't believe there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, there actually is. So whatever this hits will likely die then. 90 damage. Ooh, that is not enough damage. Christinax would have hit just a little harder, that would be. But I guess I'll Skull Distract then. Oh, hello, Christinax. Blocking us. So there we go. End up fixing itself. So we will get a tap here. Oh, he just undid what I was going to do. Never mind. But, ouch. There goes our Christinax. But we can still go for a pretty hefty poke. 1-to-1 boost ratio. We can go and kill out the hero and get most rest of our souls. I think I might actually... Never mind. Not go for hero. He does have the death mark thing. So we do want to try avoiding that a bit. But I think I'll go and just hit him out. We'll let him take the little skull right there. And we can just throw down the miasma. And that will start our purple storm. So we'll get that going. He'll give us a 5 times a blue, it looks like. I don't think he's going to interrupt that in any way. So perfect. Ooh, even purple's up there in the corner. I guess I'll take that now. We'll do that. Take our blues. We do have another Ferris Raw to go throw down. And that will be for a one-shot on whatever I aim. So we'll go for one of those. And yeah, that's pretty much match. All we have to do now is just take a skull into either of those two. Actually, mainly just the Ferris Raw. I don't think the miasma will be enough damage, unfortunately. Maybe if we got it to Mythic, it'd be able to one-shot these things. But I was hoping that we could chip them down with the Christinax, so that would bring them to one-shot. It didn't quite work that way. We're still a bit off even then. Could have taken some purples there. We still end up getting it, though, from the Cascade. I may just end up killing his hero off a skull. We'll do just that. We do get death marked, but only one of them can even get death marked, the Valkyrie, because both the Mesmer and the Ferris Raw have warded on their second trait, which is pretty nice. especially given how much Deathmark is being used these days. It is everywhere upon everywhere on top of everywhere. Here's the post that Surian made. What did he end up saying about what? What did Surian say? Okay, we have a quick investigation of this. Wait, points from last week's Guild Wars not carrying over or something. Yeah, not carrying over. And what did he say on this? Okay. We had a quick investigation of this. End of the day here, so quite a few of the teams have, or quite a few of the team have headed home already. It seems that in the end of week Guild War processing job, an error occurred for a small number of guilds. Unfortunately, most of the guilds in the top bracket were affected. Fail. Since the error occurred soon after daily reset, where they got processed twice. This error was only related to recording players' points from the previous week, which means two things. All players in the guild will show 0 points as their personal tally for last week, which is what mine was. The internal guild ranks writing for players in those guilds will not have been updated, which it didn't. Every single person in my guild is exactly the same, and will have remained the same as week number 1. At first glance, you're not sure we can fix this reliably this week. It will obviously be fixed for next week's update, though. We'll know more tomorrow. However, if we can't fix it, we'll make sure everyone in the affected guilds get a nice little present as a compensation. Ooh, I'll take the nice little present over getting fixed anytime. Okay, I'll take the nice little present. I'm fine with that. 1.5k gems wasn't enough. How about we double it? Let's see. Help and support you in global chat. What is going on in global chat? I'm not even in global chat. Any tips for defend team tomorrow? I'm likely going something with assassin class. Haven't decided what yet. I might even just go with this Inferno King build. The only problem, or I'm not using the Inferno King build now, but what I was using. The only problem is the AI will mess it up a lot. But if it does land, it's pretty much instant match when it does. I just really want to like double or triple assassinate someone for the fun of it. Because there basically isn't a single team that can really recover from that unless it doesn't hit their summoner, and then they'll just be able to recover off the summoner. But still, it's really, really hard to recover from a double assassinate. There's barely any teams that even can recover from it. Okay, can we get the kill already? It should be dead a billion turns ago. Oops, wrong way, wrong direction. So we'll move this one over so he doesn't get any additional skull damage. We'll throw the miasma down. That will not be enough damage, however. That or we could just go for the Ferrish Raw all the way to max, which I think will be our best bet at this point, and just tap him out with a Ferrish Raw. But as far as Ferrish Raw teams are concerned, yeah, just go for the person who did end up getting that and wanted me to do teams. Base it around Dragon Soul or Valkyrie and you'll be fine. You can put pretty much anything else with it. I think the main problem with that team is that the miasma didn't really help that much. It got in the way more than I thought it would help. You only got 17 event keys today, supposed to have gotten 42. That's weird. Definitely send a support ticket then if you get less Guild Wars rewards. Let's see. Best most consistent Devour team? For defending or for invading? For invading, it's always a Mercy into a Great Maul. For defending, I would have to say it is the Cabarrus, the brown-purple legend from Megrim Woods. But yeah, for invading, it's Great Maul into Mercy. For defending, it's just Cabarrus. And you can get the trait stones for it this week as well. And you can use the Cabarrus for invading as well. It's just a bit slower, but it is just as safe. But you can get all the brown-purple you need right now this week off the Bone Naga. Since the brown-purple, you just need 16 of them, plus whatever other trait stones it has. But you can get all the rest of your Arcanes for it. Hello, Timothy! Welcome! Let's see. Scale Guard. Oh, yeah, Scale Guard is also pretty insanely strong. Does it have 50% this week? I thought it was only 25. I forget. Is it a Naga? It should be. But yeah, if he has 50% this week, he is definitely a pretty good option to do as well. He was someone I was considering to mention in the video earlier, but bothered not to. Because that'd be annoying. No, just kidding. But yeah, he is pretty good. Yeah, he did get 50%. Yeah. Huge amount of damage to an enemy, double if they are poisoned, then poison them. So, and 6969, right on the dot. Traits are pretty bad, other than his very last one, which starts him with full mana right off the top, which is pretty nice. Do I know of a good team for the Silent One? Silent One doesn't really have any good teams. Generally, if you are going to put him in a team, though, you put him with a Herdmaster or a Mercy. This is because both of them can generate mana for your Silent One while also cleansing it, so it can spam the silence. Generally, you only use Silent One if and only if they have every single person on the enemy team can be silenced. Otherwise, it's really not worth it. Do I anticipate a dragon-based hero class? I hope they do. They will most likely eventually do it, but I have no clue when. And I don't believe any of the upcoming ones in the files are showing as if it will happen. But yeah, I could see them doing it eventually. It'll obviously be for Dragon's Claw if they ever do end up doing that. So hopefully that comes out sometime. Though the new ones that they're going to be doing next for the hero classes, I don't believe any of them are going to be Dragon, unfortunately. Though we are getting a new Dragon Mythic, or the first Dragon Mythic, this Friday, though. So at least we have that. It's the one for Dragon's Claw, the Elma Grim. Can I show a good team for Silent One? Sure. I can go show a good team for Silent One. It doesn't normally get used that often, so pretty much every team is pretty bad with it. But as long as they don't have anything immune to it, which they don't, so we'll go and throw that down. I think I'm going to throw the Mercy version of it down. So we'll go Mercy. Put that back there. Silent One. Put that there. I guess we go put a Valkyrie to feed both their manas back into them. And now all we need is one huge damage source off of the color of purple. And what's the other color we're missing? Though we can deny out the purple. So brown and purple. We could go Bone Dragon. But we could... I might just go Keeper of Souls due to its higher consistency. Oh, Keeper of Souls. I really keep putting Keeper S doesn't bring it up. Put in Keeper then. Keeper. And we'll throw this in. We'll get the Silent One into the mana. I think I'm just going to go a double yellow for the very quick feed. Might be a little bit hard getting our Keeper of Souls mana. Mainly because our looping isn't really giving to him. Maybe I might want to put a damage that can actually get it. Though, might have a bit of a mana conflict if we do. But this will cleanse off the Silent One. We'll be able to do that pretty easily. We'll get all the mana into it, use the Valkyrie, go from there. So we'll see what this brings us. I shouldn't go Dragon's Claw banner this time, though. I think I'll just go for standard... shouldn't have drank the soda. I can't stop burping. I think I'll just go for standard red-yellow and see where this brings us. I could even just go with standard double yellow. I might just do that. Go all out. Yep, double yellow. Hope we get a good Mercy, and then we can go from there. He is using that very annoying Crimson Bat plus Death combo, though, so I do need to watch out for that. And we'll just take mana right off the top right here, start getting our Keeper Souls up. Hopefully get some nice alignment for him later. One more Surge will pretty much be enough to get him all the way. Might even just take a purple for that, though. We'll go for the brown since it is available. We'll do that. He will get some red out of it, but yeah, as long as he doesn't take that brown, that'll be our next move most likely. Then we can start spamming that out. Still nowhere we can do a Mercy. Not the worst of things, since we will be able to get our Keeper of Souls off. I'm not going to bait out a Skull because his Skulls are extremely devastating in damage. Plus, I'm going to be giving him some anyways. So we'll do this on the green. Don't really need green too much since we only really need it for a Mercy. Really? 1 HP. 1 HP is how much he survives with. Well, can't really do anything about that one. He's just going to kind of have to sit there. Can't do anything. We'll just have to try taking some Mercy. Come on, where's our Mercy alignment? Okay, this Skull will take and just finish out his last little HP. Can we not get a Mercy? Well, we can get a bunch of yellow at least, and then we can Silent One into the cleanse right there. Probably should have went for a Herdmaster instead. We do lose our turn as soon as we take this though, but he will be silenced on his mana. We'll do that. If he takes any mana of himself, he won't get any. Or if he tries exploding off there. Solo, no alignment. We'll just go for a... Oh, we're frozen. So I maybe should have cleansed, but we'll take that. We'll get the silence off Oh wait, never mind. He hasn't silenced yet. So we'll throw the silence now, right before he gets to do anything. He will get a skull on us, but we'll just mercy next turn, cleanse all that off. Yeah, now would be a good time to have Herdmaster instead, because I can't actually do that without giving him a bunch of yellow. Of course, he can't use the yellow, but still, that's less yellow that we'll have. But I'll do it. We can of course cleanse the freeze right off, the silence that it did to itself right off, and then kind of just keep going. Yeah, probably, I think what would have made this team a bit better is going a Herdmaster and then just doing a damage source that can easily accumulate all of the mana that would be missing. I think might have been a better option. But we'll just take that over. We can still get plenty of Keeper of Souls. Of course, the fact that he has freeze right there is stopping us from just constantly using it against him, though. And silencing him a billion times is not really going to help us too much with taking out the Bone Dragon wall that's kind of in our way right here. So he'll get a tap on us. Luckily, he did not get that 4 times because of how it works. It does look like he is going to get a Bone Dragon pretty soon. And yeah, this is starting to become a bit of a problem since the only thing we have is a Keeper of Souls for damage. So we can't really get out too much damage on them. We have a lot of disable. We just don't have enough damage to work with the disable.
Mana Surge.
Any good Hydra lineups? Hydra is normally just used with Lady or an Aerial spam. You just keep using the Lady or an Aerial over and over and over again until your Hydra has so much damage that it just one-shots the entire enemy team, or 2-shots it. What is that link? There's the link to their recruitment thread. Which recruitment thread? What is this one for? Oh, that probably wasn't for me. Never mind, that was for the other person. Anyways, Valkyrie. Where do we go on you? Nowheres. We have no alignment on nothing. And I can't take that blue either. Really? I gotta give him a skull, it looks like. Unless we do some kind of weird Valkyrie cast. Actually, I can take a skull out of it myself, so we'll do that. Take our skull. Double skull. Hey, and we get Keeper of Souls. So we'll throw that down next turn since we don't have to deal with the freeze anymore from the Bone Dragon. As I say that, I forgot we're still actually frozen because I didn't get the Mercy off. So there goes Silent One. Didn't really get to serve us too well, I guess. Did get the nice disable, but he still ends up getting the cast off. It better be on yellow. Okay. Finger slipped for a second, but did still go on the intended color. Move that down. We get our white off the Keeper of Souls. And that's pretty much match at this point. Just have to deal with one pretty huge death that has been accumulating HP the entire time we've been doing all this. That'd be funny if he just randomly wins with death at this point. Luckily, we do have Mercy. So if worst comes to worst, as long as she doesn't get first turn death marks, we can just cleanse the entire team and go on from there. Not to mention white can create purples, which does help us since it could give us alignment on the purple to yellow convert. So nothing does die here, but we'll throw this down, use Mercy next turn. Should have alignment, hopefully. Not, we're still going to cast it. Okay, no alignment. I'm still going to cast it. This will cleanse out all the death marks on our team. Okay, don't need that, don't need that. We'll go and throw on the Valkyrie. We'll throw this at the greens. And should be good from there. That'll be our white. That should be a Mercy. A little bit off on the Mercy again, but we can just take that from the board here. And we do have a skull laying there, so that'll be a nice poke. There's one up there as well. Oh, free one down here. We'll take that one first. Do we take the second one? Do we have a Mercy alignment? Doesn't look like it. Will that move it to anywhere? Really want to try getting Keeper Souls back up again if we can. I might even just throw this off because there's a pretty good chance we'll purple extra turn. And yes, we do. Nice. Double purple extra turn. 1 mana off, unfortunately. Doesn't look like I'll be able to get that easily. Can we get any Valkyrie on the board? We can on purple. That's we definitely do not want to aim at. Need those colors. Could always do it all for brown, though. So maybe I will. We'll do that on the purple. Get rid of them. And that one skull will not be enough. We still cannot take browns. And of course we can't use Mercy since we just got rid of the purples. Oh, now we can. Well, that works. And we can just cleanse that right off for a free turn. So we get all the death marks back off. We get our Valkyrie into there, and then we can just skull him, and that's match. Actually, oh no, they won't get taken. Oh, yeah, they are. Never mind. Okay, well, that didn't go as smooth as it could have, but it still did the job. What's the best mythic in your opinion? Guard's Avatar, Death, and probably Elma Grim when it ends up coming out. Can I show a team around it? Let's see, which one of those three? Let me go take this guy out first, though. One troop. Let me see, which one would I say is the absolute best? I probably would have to say Death, because there's multiple different ways that you can use it compared to some of the other mythics out there. Not to mention, Death is still not nerfed yet. Not until next patch are they nerfing Death Mark. But at this current moment, it would probably have to be Death. Death or Guard's Avatar. Probably Guard's Avatar after they nerf Death Mark mechanic. Who's your favorite character from Dragon Ball Z? I actually haven't really watched much Dragon Ball Z, so I'd probably have to just say Goku. Famine? Yeah, Famine. I would say Famine's the most annoying. I wouldn't say it's the most powerful, though. But something like this would probably be the most powerful. Let me just clear this out. Go something like Crimson Bat up front with a Death. Then you just put Skull Spam behind it, and then you're kind of good to go. Death, where are you? Death. And then we could do something like a Bone Dragon. And maybe just throw a Courage in there for a good sake. What are we missing color-wise, though? We are missing a green-yellow. What is a green-yellow that would completely assist this? Orion would not be too bad. So we'll go Orion. Nothing else, I could always go green-yellow hero weapon with assassin class. But we'll go Orion. That will give even more damage to our Crimson Bat as well. And for banner, we just go brown-purple, rush up the Bone Dragon as much as we can. This doesn't work as good as it used to because now Bone Dragon has a slightly higher mana cost. Still ends up working though. So we'll go on our brown-purple here. If I can figure out where on earth that is, we'll be good to go. Hello, brown-purple. Come out, wherever you are. Nowhere's in here. Is there a brown? There it is. They really need to reorganize those. Okay, so in we go. Have you guys been noticing those Princess Elspeths and nothing else in Defend? Yeah, I have been seeing those. The reason why people do that is it loses quicker than any other possible team in the game. A Princess Elspeth on Defend. And they do this just to rack up more Defend wins. Is the reason why anyone ever sets that as their Defend. But yeah, Princess Elspeth on Defend can lose in a matter of seconds because all it has to do is cast on itself and then it loses. It'd be harder keeping it alive than it would be to kill it. But we'll do that. Unfortunately, due to nerf Bone Dragon, he does have that one higher mana cost, which makes him cost an entire additional turn longer to have to get full mana. I don't know if consoles have gotten that changed yet. I'm pretty sure they have. It's going to get a pretty big mana drain right there, but we can start throwing this down. Hopefully get alignment. Okay, that was very close to not getting alignment. But we'll throw that down, We are, of course, getting twice as much skull damage right now off of everything we do, as long as we can get the Death to trigger. So as soon as we get the Death, like right now, we'll be doing twice as much since we get the HP reduction on him really easily. So we'll just get the Bone Dragon back up again, kind of just keep cycling it around. We might end up losing our bat though, but I did bring the Orion for this backup purpose, since he does do true damage and now work with our Death as well. We are barely even using Death for anything other than just his legendary trait. But you can make a team focus around his legendary trait and just Death Mark spam them and win off of just Death Marking them like crazy. So he does have 4 HP. I can just wait 2 turns and he'll end up dying. So right here, we're just going to throw this on the Famine, and all we have to do now is just take a skull, and as long as we hit the 75% chance, he will die. Good, true shot at him, and then he just dies. And all we have now is the Spirit Fox, which I'll likely just use a Bone Dragon for to do the final hit. So we'll take our mana right there, that'll be our Bone Dragon, and that is match as long as we get a single skull here, or actually 2 skulls, but I should be able to get it. There we go, and that's match. Normally, teams that annoy me are with Famine. The only problem with using Famine-related teams in Invade, at least in PvP, is they tend to be pretty slow. I did end up using it on some Guild War days. Let's see, which one was my most interesting Guild War day that I used? I believe it was Yellow, yeah. It was still the Gorgotha Traxxas Amnesia Famine team. I believe it was the main one. What was my Brown day? I ended up using it on Brown day as well, actually. But yeah, anything that has a Famine in it is definitely the most annoying. This was personally my favorite out of any of the teams I've done so far, I think. Other than Double Giant Spider, Double Kraken. That was pretty funny too. But anything with a Famine always annoys me like crazy. Because sometimes you get to the point where you just have to get completely mana depleted. And you have to waste like 5 minutes just having to deal with a back and forth on Famine. Okay, Cyan's actually a pretty good choice here, as he's going to keep getting our Gorgotha drained. That's going to be a bit of an issue. I'll throw this down now. Hopefully get a nice Traxxas, and then we can kind of just go from there. So we'll throw this down, get our little bit of mana, get our poke down as far as damage is concerned. Doesn't look like we have any drops that we can do. Might just take more Gorgotha mana and just be safe and don't let him get any skull. Though he might just get the Cyan mana, and yeah, he'll just go and drain us. So that is something else we'll just do. We'll take the Brown here. I do re-give him a skull. Luckily, he does drain it, but he doesn't actually get to use that mana. Though he does appear to be keeping us down quite a bit on manas. We'll go there, get our reds. That will be enough to cast it, though it does not have alignment. But at least it will be some decent droppage of our damage there. We'll throw that down, 23 on each. And they're getting relatively low, to the point where we can kind of just poke them with Famine and stuff like that. Our HP is going down quite a bit, but shouldn't really become too big of an issue here. I do give it some green. Oh, I just gave it green into yellow, which means he's just getting his Famine. Case in point, annoying Famines. Drain spam teams. There's nothing I hate more than drain spam, because there's currently no counter to drain spam. Nothing counters it. Enchant's the closest thing that counters it, and even that doesn't counter it.
Mana surge.
Didn't die. Well, we have Famine. We're gonna lose Famine as soon as he gets some kind of mana. Oh, we get to Famine him before he famines us, so that's great. We'll do it on his death, the other annoying one. And we'll just throw the Traxxas next turn, hopefully get alignment. He does not give it to us. So I'll still throw this down. That hasn't really changed, since we do get a kill out of it. I need to get the Cyan away, so he doesn't just randomly keep doing the skull thing. So yeah, we'll throw Gorgotha here. And pretty much good to go at this point. So go for the Gorgotha, and that will be enough for Amnesia if we need more Explosion. Famine is getting dangerously close to casting on us. That would be funny if he ends up doing that delayed cast on us, when I'm saying that's exactly what he does every single time. And why I hate him so much. Let's see, where can I explode that won't interrupt this area? I think yellow would be fine. Okay, good. He still gets skull distracted. And then we could just Famine him. Oh, there we go. And that counters out the Famine. Yeah, I tend to miss a lot of moves when I'm on stream. I sometimes watch like small segments of them afterwards, and it's like, oh gosh, why did I make that move? I feel like that on like a third of the moves I make. It's like, oh gosh, why did I make that move? Why did I make that team? I always feel like that sometimes. What was I about to check here? I don't think there was any purpose. We know what the bonuses are. The Naga team thing is useless this week, and I probably won't be doing too many treasure maps. Though on that point, let me just do a treasure map real quick, because I do want to get some event gems. Don't want to get 0. So we'll throw some down. What could you replace the Famine with on the team I just did? Something of a related color. I actually completely forget specifically what the team we just did was. Let me see. Traxxas, Amnesia. I believe you need a brown-green there, so probably a Sylvanie Mora would be a okay option to replace out there if you don't have a Famine available for use. Alright, so we'll move that down. Yeah, it's the week of treasure hunting, since we have it on our event thing. I do really like treasure hunting for a small break. It's just the payout for treasure hunting is very, 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 very poor. Even on weeks when it gives this bonus, it's still towards the weaker side. But at least when it does have the bonus on these kind of weeks, it's at least somewhat worth it, since the only way you can actually get event gems on that given week. Okay, so we are running out of options quick already. Board isn't looking the greatest, but we'll tap around, move that down, get the purple. I mean purple. There's no purple. I thought I had color problems. Now I'm calling objects as colors.
Extra turn.
Garuda team, you just got it, and is it a good card? Yes, Garuda is pretty decent. Definitely not one of the strongest ones out there, but it is currently the only thing that can firestorm. So that helps out a lot. As far as teams that you build with it, generally just things that can hit all enemies. Something that scales well off of red is always, of course, a really good option for it. I think I've mainly just been putting it with Dragon Soul, mainly because it's really nice to have an explosion with anything that does a storm. If you do a storm into an explosion, you can get some really, really nice boards and most likely extra turns out of it. So it's definitely a really good combo to include. And that applies to anything that has a storm on it. So this map is pretty much dead. I don't even think we're going to reach 30, which is sad. But we'll just end it there. We still have one more turn. And yeah, it's over. Not look like we really have another option. We do get a bag off the top, so yay for map save. But I guess we'll take that just for fun. Keep us in this for a little bit longer. But this is inevitably going to end in a lose. Then again, technically every map is a lose. Though you can kind of consider a map 1 if you end up getting 300 or 300. If you get 60 turns or better. Can I show one? One of what? Oh, a Garuda team. Sure, I can go do a Garuda team. Do you want one Guild Wars oriented or just a Garuda team in general? Because if I'm just doing a general Garuda team, I normally do a double explosion up front with a... Oh, might not want to do it against a Queen Mab and stuff. Let me repick once. Don't want to do it against a famine either, but I guess we'll go for it. Okay. Good evening, Kawe. Welcome. Oh, why did Gems of War make the Arcane Blade the weekly stone 3 out of 5 weeks? I have no clue. Maybe they really like the Arcane Blade stone. This got Arcane Blade happy. I don't know, they make really weird decisions sometimes. Also, hello, Retro fan. Welcome as well. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, let me go do the Garuda team. Ready for a troll team? What is your troll team, Arturo? You come up with some interesting troll teams sometimes. But let me go help out and make a Garuda team real quick. So let's go get the Garuda. Let's go get our explosion. Garuda, get a Dragon Soul in there. Get a Hellcat. We go Hellcat? We can't go Hellcat. Just put a Hellcat in. Oops, I forgot it's one word. Put a Hellcat in there. And then color-wise, we will be needing brown. 3 colors, actually. Brown, green, and blue. Though, I think I'm just going to put a Gorgoltha there. And we'll be able to feed the mana around that way. So even though we're blocking quite a bit, we'll just go for that. But yeah, basically anything with Garuda, Dragon Soul, Garuda, Gorgoltha, Garuda, Hellcat, Garuda... what's the other one? Garuda Alchemist. Work out pretty well. Okay, so right here, actually I almost feel like putting Alchemist here instead. The only problem is Hellcat gets better alignment though. We'll just go for the not Dragon Soul banner. I am going to just go for standard red purple if I can figure out where on earth that is in all this mess of banners. There it is, the one with a little bat on it. But we'll go for this. The red, of course, for the Garuda and the Storm. The purple for mainly just getting the Dragon Soul up just a little bit quicker. He does have Famine, so we are going to have to watch out for that. But we have plenty of Explosion mana generation, which will be able to make up for our lack of mana generation off the board. Though, if the board is this horrible, maybe not. We'll just take a useless blue that we can't even use.
Mana surge.
And he's already getting almost all of his Famine mana. That is definitely not good. He's only 4 mana away, and not really anything I can do to stop that.
Mana surge.
He's probably just going to get his cast off right here. Yes, he is. So we'll just randomly take nothing, like this skull, and just let him Famine us right here. Come on, use Famine. Use Famine. Stop getting your second Famine. Okay, I'm just going to have to keep delaying my turn. Looks like we got free purple, though that's only going to hurt us, not help us. And we'll take this random green since we don't use it, just so the famine does less damage to us. And we'll start trying to get our mana back up again. So let's start on that. Go and take our Dragon Soul mana. Keep focusing on that Dragon Soul since we already started it. Go for a yellow maybe. We'll take the red next turn. Can we drop it? No, we cannot. I can Skull Distract, which we desperately need right now. So we will do that. He'll give us the yellows. And should be good to go now. Ideally, he will not kill us with the Skull Spam. Though it is quite possible he will, since we only have 31 HP left on the Gorgolfa there. And nope, no Skull Distract, so he's going to get it off. I do not have full mana on anything else as well. Though he does end up just straight up missing, so yay! We'll throw down Gorgolfa, and should be good to go there. He just gets killed on there. We have our Hellcat going, which will be able to feed into the loop that we want to do. I will go for another Dragon Soul though, just give us a better board to have to cast on, since I do want to get Hellcat alignment if I'm going to cast this. So we'll throw that at the Browns, and should be good to go from there. So going Browns, that'll be the most rest of our mana. Oh, Dragon Soul's blocking it some, though we can just take that. And now we can Garuda. Oh, hello, Frozen Soul, or Dragon Soul on Frozen. Yeah, Frozen Soul is its what the ability is called, the trait. Okay, we're not frozen on purple, so we can just take that, throw the Garuda, and now we can finally get the team operational. We'll do that. We have our Storm going. Just throw an explosion into it, and we'll be good to go from there. Oh, there goes the explosion. Hopefully get our reds. Oh, didn't get enough red, but hopefully this Dragon Soul will get us our reds. We'll throw the Dragon Soul. Can we get the red drops? Can we get it? Oh, again. Not really getting much out of it. Luckily, we did get the one Cascade. And we do have Hellcat to aim around if we want to really get a lot of mana. I think we will. We'll do it to replenish our Garuda right there. And we double do the reds off the top. And yep, we'll let him take a skull. Our Gorgolfa will end up dying. But hit a huge amount of damage, and the Dragon Soul will almost wipe it out. Able to survive with a 1 HP famine in last slot. And now all we have to do is tap that out with anything, and we're good. And he gives... No, he didn't give it to us. What a turn. That Cascade. That amazing Cascade. But we'll throw Dragon Soul, and as long as he doesn't get an extra turn here, we're fine. So there we go. And that's match. Are you hoping it's a Dragon Soul and a Cerberus mix? On what? What are you referring to? Are you hoping the new Dragon is, Mythic? We already know what the new Dragon Mythic is. It's, based on what it currently says, it will do damage to all enemies. It will then create 8 purples boosted by, how many, enemies are poisoned by a 1-to-1 ratio. So it can do a maximum of 12 purple spawn, a minimum of 8 purple spawn. But yeah, that's its ability. And whenever you take extra turns, it reduces all enemies' attack. So it's kind of like a long-term Salvini Mora that takes a while to actually spam down all of the attack reduction. But it will still end up getting them down to 0 attack over a set amount of turns. Let me see. Is all the data still over here? That is his ability, right? Go over here. Yep. Deal magic plus 3 damage to all enemies. Create 8 purples, boosted by burning. It does have a 25 mana cost though, which is extremely high, but it can generate its own mana back and can even spawn as many as 12. So I don't really know what will be a really quick burn for it though. Also, thank you, Scott. Thanks for joining us as well. Let's see. Did I forget to say hi to anyone? Hopefully I didn't. Hello, Chris. Welcome as well. Let's see. You're finally done with all the event gems. Wait, you already got all the event gems? Wait, the jet gems. You see chests all around me now. Well, you end up grinding out all of the event gems right now? Wow. That is a lot of maps. I have 2 so far. I'm probably not even going for all of them. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to stop at 50 because I really have no need to do absolutely all of those. But yeah, you definitely are seeing chests everywhere now if you just did all of them already. Gosh. Well, let me go. I kind of want to go back to trying to test Assassin now if we can. That was actually quite a bit of fun. I forgot how fun Assassin class even is. Of course, it's pretty inconsistent because it's only 10%, but it definitely packs a punch, which is nice. Okay, we'll go the safer version of this. Mercy, move that up. And of course the Shegra. I'm pretty sure we'll have to use Shegra for Elamagrim to be able to really get the burns off. The only problem with using Shegra as your burner is they both use the same mana. So it's going to have a pretty huge mana conflict. Okay, so we'll go for our double yellow right here to feed into our... You know what? Double yellow. Why don't I just go... I normally hold the Mercy. We could go +2 yellow, +1 green. Oh, never mind. That would serve no difference. We'll just go double yellow. It would +1. It would -1 one of our colors and +1 a different one. So that's not really needed. We'll just go for the standard double yellow and see what we can do from there. What is a good counter to these teams? Scion, Crimson Bat, Death, and Famine. Probably just an entangle for the first one. Just keep entangling them, and there really isn't much they can do other than Death and Famine. And for the Death and Famine, you can just go for a single mana drain to keep them down. At minimum, that's all you would really need is a mana drain plus an entangle. Actually, there's one troop that can do both of them. There's the Cockatrice. Cockatrice can mana drain and devour. But yeah, just putting a Sylvaney more on your team to entangle it plus like any one mana drain would be enough to keep that team disabled pretty well. And what's the other one? Silent One, Crimson Bat, Famine, Death. Same case. You just throw down a entangle plus a mana drain. Generally, I don't do these builds because they're a little bit slower. But for Guild Wars, I may need to start using them because they are pretty good counter teams. Well, I'll throw a check right here. Pretty good chance we'll miss, but still throwing it down. You get at least that one guaranteed skull that was just laying there, so we'll go for that. Okay, well, I just poisoned my entire team. Good job, Skull Glitch. Well, then. We'll throw this down. Hopefully get assassinates. Good thing we didn't assassinate ourselves. I think that actually would have been possible. Off of what he just did. Okay, so we'll throw that down, get our Mercy. At least we get to cleanse the poisons we just did to ourselves. So I think we barely took any damage from that. We do have brown to right alignment, so we'll throw that down. Even though he just spammed us, I think we just kind of won already. So that's good. I might just take a skull here. So we will just do that. There's so much red already, I don't really need to overkill it. So now we'll overkill, and that should be matched as long as we get the assassinates. And if not, we still have plenty of backup skulls. And that's matched. Doesn't even matter if we assassinate at this point. We already won. There we go. Assassinates right when we already killed him. Skull glitch. There's a really weird glitch when you do split damage to an enemy. That if you take a skull after doing some split damage, sometimes you'll end up hitting the first troop stats effect of whoever takes the skull on all enemies. You can have Inferno King completely burn an enemy team, or your entire team. You can have something with poison completely poison your team or entire enemy team. The most funniest one is Wraith, because a Wraith will not only Deathmark but also freeze. And you can either Deathmark and freeze your entire team, or Deathmark and freeze the entire enemy team. It doesn't happen that often, but whenever it does happen, it is really annoying or funny, because it's either going to help you out a lot or hurt you a lot. I don't know for sure if I actually can even trigger Assassinate on myself whenever it does that. It's a pretty rare glitch. Some things cause it more often than not. Inferno King is one of the troops that can cause it on occasion. Kraken is also another one that pretty notoriously causes it occasionally. But that's match right there, especially if we get Assassinate. And there we go. Don't even need to do anything more from there. Hey, oh, we were one away from getting a map. When I blink. Throughout the day, you see skulls when you blink. That's funny. I hear fireworks. What is today that they'll be doing fireworks for? It's May 1st, but I don't think it was any kind of holiday, is it? Hey, I was using a team like this, except I was using something other than Mana Core. Forget exactly what it was. But I had the Crimson Bat in second, and then... Oh, it was... I know what it was. It was that, Crimson Bat up there in second slot, Famine, and Death. Which I think it was that, Crimson Bat, Death, and then the Famine in the back. But yeah, I was using that for my defend team for most of the battles last week. I don't know what I'm switching it to, but I am switching to something else for this week. I'll probably decide by the end of the stream what exactly that will be. Really not sure. I might just go with an annoying Crimson Bat Death combo. I found that to be pretty interesting, and a lot of people don't bother building Entangle counter. Okay, so right off the bat, we'll go our Mercy. The whole reason for having her here is to feed into the Inferno King whenever she can. So we'll do that. Actually, I probably shouldn't have taken those greens right there. Might have ruined my alignment. Luckily, we did not. We still have the greens going there. We'll end up getting our pokes. And he does death mark our entire team. If we could get another Mercy off, that'd be amazing. Impervious, that just triggered on our poison only. We do have Mercy again, so if we need to get rid of it, we do have an option. There's another treasure map. We could go use that treasure map. Let's see. We're not frozen, so we can take that. I don't believe we have any alignment, though, off of Inferno King. We need to double check that. Still doesn't look like it, though we do have a Mercy. Even though we don't use the mana, we do need to cleanse to get away the death marks. Oh, we just ruined our alignment right there. Oh, well. Yeah, looks like we'll just have to Shagra into an Inferno King. That might even be match right there. Nope, no Assassinate. Come on, where's all the Assassinates? Come on. Nope, no Assassinate, but we still end up killing it. One thing to note about the Assassin class, other than the fact that it has Assassinate, it still has the highest base attack of any hero class. And plus, you can do 25% extra bonus on it this week, which makes it even better. Gurgoltha, 2 Ameras, Christinax versus all the meta defenses of Of what? Death, the Crimson Bats, Draculus. But yeah, Amera is really good at countering anything that uses blue. In many instances, it can one-shot. In every instance, it can two-shot. What was my Crimson Bat Death combo again? There's a couple different ones you can do with it. But, actually, that's a good question. What is my Crimson Bat Death combo? There are a couple of different ones that you can do. Of course, you'll need a Bone Dragon for it. Or Keeper of Souls. Bone Dragon would be the defend variant, though. So we'll just do it with a Bone Dragon. Bone Dragon, Crimson Bats. A Death, of course. And we can either put a Famine, or we can put something for Control. Probably if we were putting this on Defend, we'd want to go with Famine. If we were doing this on our own, we'd probably put something with a bit more board control. What color are we missing? We're just missing green and yellow. Orion's another option, which I was using here too. You can use Orion in second slot. I think I'll use the Defend version of this though, and just put a Famine in there. And for the banner, just go for the Bone Dragon oriented banner. There we go. And we just run with this. Have their change the order. And there we go. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you don't have Famine. Oh, sorry. Well, if you don't have Famine, you can use Orion. Use Crimson Bat Orion, Bone Dragon, and then the Death in the back. That works as well. Well, once the crafting system comes, you'll be able to get a one, hopefully. We still don't know exactly everything about the crafting system, but we do know that troops will be craftable, as well as weapons. We just don't know exactly what they'll cost, what the system is for it, or how viable it would really be to get mythics from it. Oh, one down. Unfortunately, we don't get to do twice as much damage to all the subsequent ones because we haven't done any true damage to them yet. And now that one will die, so we'll go for a skull here. Just looking at what we might do. I think I'll go for a red chance. And we do end up getting it. Unfortunately, we don't get the double red for the extra turn, but still better than nothing. We'll go for the extra turn off the purple right there. And then we'll just throw another Bone Dragon, and we're pretty much just good to go. I think for safety's sake, I will go and throw the Crimson Bat and then do the Bone Dragon, mainly just to make sure we get to twice as much skull damage, making sure that they both will die. We do get Reflect on him. I might actually die hitting him. No, he did not. 25% Reflect is basically 0. And there we go. That's match. So yeah, that is Death Crimson Bat combo. We didn't even use Famine. If you were sad that we used the Famine, we didn't even use him at all in that game. It was hey, another Arcane. Gosh, we're getting pretty lucky on those. Red purple. I don't need any more though. We got like 1 billion last week. But yeah, you just need the Crimson Bat, a Skull Spammer, and then the Death fully traded. It's mainly Crimson Bat fully traded into Death fully traded that is doing it. Where was Tesla? Tesla is pretty good. Tesla you don't normally use as skull damage though. Crimson Bat has excessively better skull damage than Tesla. Tesla also isn't as good when you are doing it on defend, whereas Crimson Bat is amazing on defend. But yeah, the main reason why Crimson Bat is still kind of better than Tesla in some instances, Tesla has more damage off its ability, but Crimson Bat has consistent damage, it has a heal, and it has the 2x skull damage, and is mainly used for the 2x skull damage, most notoriously with a fully traded def, so that it can always do too much skull damage pretty much. But yeah, Tesla is a pretty fun troop to use. They're both really similar. It just really depends on if you want to go cast oriented or skull oriented. And of course, Crimson Bat's the more skull oriented one. Tesla's more cast oriented one. You got 20 defs out of VIP chests. Wow, 20 defs. That is a lot of copies. Oh yeah, don't forget. Do save quite a bit of your gems and chest for this Friday. I mentioned it a couple times, but just to reiterate, you will want to save things like glory keys, gem keys that you get today, VIP keys if you have any laying around, your guild keys, of course. You'd want to save these for the legend that's coming out this Friday, or mythic, sorry, that's coming out this Friday, as it is a pretty good one that's going to be used quite a bit. It's a mythic dragon from Dragon's Claw, and it'll most likely be used mainly with Christine X and Dragon Soul, though there are definitely a lot of different implications that it can be used with. Okay, what should I throw now? I need more team slots. They need to give another 10 team slots. I hate being limited to so many teams, or so few teams, I should say. Let me go rebuild my assassin class. What should I do it over? I guess we'll do it over this one. Call it assassin. Come on. Why isn't it letting me select? 25% assassin. And let me just get that team rebuilt. Inferno King. Because I will be messing around with this some. Of course, I can't use this during Guild Wars, unfortunately. But, I don't know. Maybe we'll use it as a defense. Feel like it would fall apart. I think I'm just going to go for some kind of Crimson Bat for my defense. Might even go do that team that I just did for my defend team. I'm pretty sure I might just stick with that. But let me go do this. Put in the safe order and just put the Crude Club up front. Just because it has the lowest mana cost. And, of course, the double yellow. Just for the very quick Inferno King. And then we are good to go. It's pretty funny because this team has been used since it came out. The only difference is Assassin class didn't exist when it initially came out. Inferno King, that is. Make a team out of Garuda and Tesla. You would just build a standard Gorgolfa Dragon Soul into Tesla and then the Garuda into it. That would basically just be your team.
Mana Surge.
Okay, do we have alignment? Yes, we do. So we'll throw that down. Very nice. Not enough for Shegra, but we do have the scraps laying on the board that we'll be able to use for it. So let's go at that. We'll throw the Shegra here. We do have a guaranteed chance that it will land since we have an alignment already just sitting there.
Mana Surge.
Got the Inferno King back up, and we do have alignment for it as well, which is nice. We will not take that because we need the alignment, so we'll do that. Throw that again. Hopefully get Shegra mana some. Maybe get an assassin somewhere. Assassinate. Get a bunch of yellows. And we do have alignment, so we'll get our cleanse, which we don't need, but we do need the mana that we get off of it. Do we have alignment? Doesn't look like it, but we do have plenty of skulls still left to take off the board. So we'll start chipping at those. And still no alignment? Doesn't look like it. So I'm just going to have to go for a standard skull, most likely. Don't see any creative options out there. Unless I'm missing one somewhere. We'll just go for the skull.
Mana Surge.
We almost got the double skull. Very close. But all we have to do now is just take anything. Put a Crude Club, put an Inferno King, put a Scold. What's my green team for tomorrow? I'm doing a double Giant Spider, double Kraken. The order of which will depend on what they're using. If they're using a Corvash, you... Actually, that's a good question. What would the order be then? If they use a Corvash. But yeah, it would just be any order of double Giant Spider, double Kraken, depending on their team. I think if they use a Corvash, I would put both Giant Spiders in the back in the 3rd and 4th slot, most likely. Unless they have a more skull-oriented Corvash, in which case I'd probably do the Giant Spider, Kraken, Kraken, Giant Spider. The 3 orders that you'd basically use is either Kraken, Kraken, Giant Spider, Giant Spider, Giant Spider, Giant Spider, Kraken, Kraken, Giant Spider, Kraken, Kraken, Giant Spider, or Kraken, Giant Spider, Kraken, Giant Spider. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing that for Green Day because Kraken is pretty ridiculous, and you can get both of them looping to each other, which is always a lot of fun to mess around with that. There is a slight chance it could lose, though it does have double summon, which can definitely preserve your troops. The only thing that can really take it out is if they start getting skull spam and they get really big before you get any devours, and they just get to the point where you can't even try devouring them. That's about the only thing that's really going to do you in for the most part. Right here, we will try going for an assassinate. I do not get it, but all we really need is one more skull on him, and he's already pretty much dead. Doesn't look like we have a mercy cast, unfortunately. It would really be nice right about now. Yeah, all we do is give him a lot of stuff, so we're not going to bother with that. Doesn't look like we can really do much here. We'll go for red, and might just Crude Club him. A skull is enough to kill him, though. So we can also just try randomly trying to take a skull, which we do have availability there. So he'll go down there. Still no mercy alignment. We'll move that for some mana. So we don't even need mercy. We still get him up without it. And did we have alignment is the main question. Doesn't look like it. We have a skull. We have a red peer. But we'll just waste our turn off a Crude Club then. We'll sacrifice our turn.
Mana surge.
And for the greater good of the team. And there we go. And we'll just throw that down, get our skull. Enough damage to kill? No, not even close. But we will get the tap right there. And now all we need to do is just get Shagra up. And then we'll be ready to go. Pretty sure I take this. I guess we'll just take the extra turn. Not going to be enough mana, though. Tempted to take that. Might just go for the skull instead, though. Because we can always Crude Club into it if we need. It also gives us yellow alignment if he doesn't mess it up. And he didn't actually mess it up. Nice. So we'll take that. That should be all of our mana that we need for another Inferno King. Do we have alignment with it, though? Nope. So that serves us no purpose. And we don't have the last mana we need for our Shagra, unfortunately. So we are going to have to swipe for that. And we'll just take it off the top. Hopefully get some yellows going. Well, we got a yellow. Not enough to really turn, but all we have to do now is just cast Shagra. And that is match, regardless of what happens off Assassinate. And we didn't get it. But we'll just keep taking skulls. And he goes down. Rock, paper, lizard, Spock. The jokes. The Big Bang Theory jokes. Make a team out of Garuda and Tesla. Let me go do that team, because you were asking that. I think you asked twice. Let me go do that right now. So we'll go do that. Let's see. I need to move this to a different slot, because I believe I am going to use that for my defend. Let me see. Who can I replace for defend battle? I think this was my other defend, so we'll replace this out. It already has some of the components we need. So let's get a Crimson Bat in there. Let's get the Def in there. And we're good to go. Oops. Where are your Def? There we go. And let's switch the banner to... I don't know if I should give the AI a brown purple or not. Because it doesn't like to use Bone Dragon correctly sometimes. I wish there was a way to put an Exploder on this team and still make it work. Problem is the AI loves to overspam Exploders. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a brown purple. If I can find where that is. It's right after the Dragon Soul banner. There it is. Okay, so we'll make that our defend team for all 6 days, I guess. See what its win rate comes out to on like the first day or two. And I'll adjust it if it doesn't have a good enough win rate. And you can check by going into your PvP, go into battle log, and then check who has battled you from the opposing guild on your defense, and that'll be your win rate. Like for example, let's say that let's say whoever this guild is. Let's say Zul's was our guild that we're up against. We just have to look for all of them that says Zul's, and any of them that says Zul's would most likely have been our battle. since it was the Guild War battle we had. Like, let's say this Intrum guy, like, let's say we're up against Intrum this week. Like, okay, here's a defend against him. We end up losing. And all these other ones we can see, oh, this is an Intrum, so that's not actually one of our battles. This is an Intrum, so it isn't one of our battles, so on and so forth. But yeah, you just check basically the day of the Guild Wars. So for example, I would check tomorrow for the win rate. I would check everyone who has every one of them that says Black Dragon will most likely be this defend. And speaking of this defend, let me go and switch this over. I can figure out how many taps it is. Is that the right one? Yeah, it is. How many taps is that, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. I know. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Probably quicker going the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Okay, that should be the right team now for all of them. Up. There we go, there we go. What? Oh, I have to click set team every single time, don't I? Fail. Really? They can't just let you just switch to one? What? They keep switching my team. What is this madness? I definitely set my team for some of these. Okay, set team. Set team. Maybe I have to do it like literally every time I come here. Set team. Set team. Set team. Set team. Okay, now they're all set. I know, I'm trolling myself really hard. But there we go. Okay, we're good to go. Where were we? Let me go do the Garuda Tesla team. I wouldn't really advise using Garuda Tesla though, as it's a little bit of a redundant combo since it does have the true damage with the physical damage. But of course you do get the benefit of having the storm. So we'll go Garuda. We'll go to Tesla. I guess we could just make this an all red team at this point too. Do like a Dragon Soul and then, I don't know, what else would we need to make this a red team? Might as well do it. Let's see, red team. I guess we'll just play safe with Gorgoltha, but we could go all red if we really wanted to. And we'll just play it safe. And we'll go on a red-blue banner. Or red-purple. I actually go red-purple just so we get the quicker mana generation. It'll feed blue into regardless. So we don't really need to actually take her mana. We can just do it off the explosions. So I'll run with this. A little bit of a mix of physical and true damage, which I prefer not to do. But it will end up working. Because everything that is doing physical damage we're using for another purpose. Dragon Soul, even though it does physical damage, we're using for mana generation. And the Garuda, even though it does physical damage, we are using for the Storm. So it'll still end up working out since we are using them for something other than just their damage. If we're using them for just their damage, it would be completely redundant to use the mixed damages within your team. Generally, you just stick with one or the other, either true damage or physical damage. Does anyone have a link to the new Mythic on Friday? Yes, right here is the new Mythic on Friday, as well as the new schedule, as well as the new troop for next Monday. Right there is all that link if you guys want to see it. But yeah, that's all the most recent information we have. We still don't know if it's going to be changed again before then, though there is a pretty good chance that that the Elamagrim, the Mythic coming this Friday, is exactly as it says on that screen there. Okay, so let's go start getting our mana generation going. I probably should have actually thrown Gorgoltha there first, because the only problem is our Dragon Soul is blocking on the reds. But we'll throw this again unless there's no extra turns. Okay, there's no extra turns. We'll throw the Gorgoltha. We will get full mana on it. We do get our Tesla, and I think I'll throw the Tesla. Another problem with using physical damage with a team like this is whenever we cast, we're actually reducing the amount of damage that Tesla does by quite a bit, because we're slowly reducing down their damage. But yeah, I really wouldn't advise using Garuda with it. But it was suggested. Hello, Javier. Glad you could make it. Well, that's fine if you're late. We're here. Do keep in mind I will have to end tomorrow's stream just a little bit earlier, because I do need to wake up pretty early on Wednesday. So do keep that in mind. Like probably this time tomorrow, I'd probably be ending the stream, maybe even a little bit earlier than that. But do keep that in mind. So if you do want any questions answered, just make sure to come a little bit earlier tomorrow. It's not a big deal though. Glad you could join us.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Plus, of course, if you ever miss any and you wanted to see something, of course, we always have the, it's always uploaded afterwards. The only thing you couldn't do is ask questions, which, of course, I do try to answer all the questions whenever they're on videos or anything like that. But it's always easiest to do during streams, since you can get a real-time answer of whatever your question is, since we're here. Unless I happen to not see it, in which case, just spam it at me a couple times. I'll eventually see it. Ah, good. We did get to use the storm right at the end there, and Tesla should be enough to wrap out the battle with. And there we go. Start earlier. That could be an option as well. I don't know if my schedule would really allow me to start earlier tomorrow. Let's see. I could... I'm not going to announce any official times as far as starting earlier, but I could try starting like an hour earlier tomorrow or something. And then just do it from 7 to 9 instead. But yeah, that was that team. Where did our assassin team go? Did I still keep it? Yeah, there we go. 90% of your questions you answer, Tacet, can and should be answered by their guild. Well, I still like answering them. And their guild might not know. Not every single guild is extremely active.
Mana surge.
Especially for newer players who are just joining random guilds. They're the people that need the information the most. And we'll throw Inferno King there. We have our extra turn right there. And the greens I'm not really going to bother with. But we'll throw that down, get our reds going. Double skull, still no assassinate, but we'll take that, take a skull, and we'll throw into a Shegra. See where that brings us. Oh, I should have used Mercy first. I forgot we don't have Inferno King. Though luckily the area that we would have Mercied is still intact. And we end up getting Inferno King anyways. Oh gosh. What is this? What was that turn? What did I just look? Watch. What even was that? Well, okay. Never mind. That was the right move. That was, wow. This is why this team used to be used so much back in the day. I do enjoy it. And now we can finally do 25% bonus on that. I wish 50% bonus would work. Technically, she should be getting 50% bonus because she's missed the scales and a Naga. But currently, there's a glitch where the kingdom where your hero is oriented in does not count towards bonus, unfortunately. No clue when they're getting around to fixing that bug. Hopefully next patch, though I cannot confirm if they will or will not. That'd be really cool if they did. Though it might start making heroes overpowered, though. If they start allowing them to do 50% bonus, that'd be pretty insane. But they really should fix that. Even if they do need to rebalance it soon after. They fixed the glitch with Forest Guardian below Spirit Fox. That wasn't a glitch, but glad they fixed it. I assume that wasn't a glitch. There's always different order things that happen with this game. And that was kind of just one of them. I should try fully traded Scale Guardians. That can win. I guess we could do it for fun right after this battle for fully traded Scale Guardians. It is pretty funny what that can do on a 50% week. We had another 50% week a couple months ago for Mr. Scales, and it was... yeah. Those things being able to hit for full power on 50% with empowered is pretty funny. Slightly tempted to Inferno King here. Even though it'll probably end badly. Because there's no alignment. Oh, that could have gone better. Could have gone worse. Wasn't horrible. And we do have Mercy alignment, so we'll throw that down. And see what we can do from there. But yeah, we'll go do 4 skill guards right after this. Yeah, it is a pretty funny team. Definitely not a serious one, but it's a really cheap one to build. And it works excessively well weeks when Nagas have 25 or 50% bonus. Particularly this week when they have 50%, of course. Okay, I'll go for this skull. We'll let him take the other skull and give us all the stuff. We do get death marked, and I have no mercy available too, though we can take the mana for it right now. The only problem is that there's no alignment for the extra turn. I might still cast it just so we don't have to deal with it. Double checking where they go. Okay, it's fine. So we'll go for the cleanse here just to get the death marks off, to make sure it doesn't troll us at a later turn. So let's see. Oh, I wasn't going to take that blue for the extra turn. He ruined it slightly there. We do have alignment, so I guess we'll throw it. Oh, excuse me. Keep perfect for the soda. It is a really bad idea to do it. But I need the caffeine. Hey, we got a map. We're getting a map on a lot of these battles, gosh. Okay, we'll throw Shegra before the Inferno King, just because looks like we'll get better value out of it. We get alignment? Any alignments? Where's our alignment? No alignment? Okay. I'll throw a skull into another skull. And that's match. Hello, listener Dolive. Hello, welcome. Okay, so we'll do it. Make heroes great again. When were they ever great? No, that actually heroes have been great a lot in this game. There were some instances where they were useless, some instances where they're powerful. They've kind of had their ups and downs. Right now, they're pretty average, with the few exception of just some ridiculous traits that some of them have, like Assassin. Okay, so let me go use for, oh, what's it called? 4 scale guards, just for funds. So we'll throw that down. Maybe I should put a poison master in them just for safety sake, because we'll need the mana generation from it. So how did I spell poison? That incorrect. Poison. There we go. Poison master, scale guards. Put that back a slot. Scale, scale, scale. And we'll go double red. Somewhere is a double red. You do Dragon Claw banner, actually. It serves no difference than a double red in this case, but we'll still go for it. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. We'll want to aim this at his Cerberus first, and then we can go from there. Or Kerberos. Someone gave me the pronunciation for that again, though whenever I try doing it with more of the K sound, like it's supposed to be, I keep making it sound like Care Bear instead of the Kerberos. Kerberos? Oh no. Whenever I hear the pronunciation of it, I say it even more incorrect than the punctuation or pronunciation of it, the correct one. But I will throw that down. We'll throw that down again. It gets Skull Distract. And that should be a kill. Oh, one down. Hey, all red team this week. 4 scale guard. Not even kidding. Because if you're a newer player, that would actually work pretty decent. If you don't have any other option available. Oh, there's brown. We don't use it. There's blue that we do use. I think we'll go and take a green here. Preferably blue, but looks like we'll have to take a green. Oh! Why did I think he used green? He explodes green, but he needs blue and purple. The fail is strong. Okay, well, we'll let him take a skull there. He'll take some brown too, which he doesn't use. So I do need to get Poison Master up, which should have been already up if I didn't make that mistake right there. Well, we'll take that. That will be the full mana. Maybe we'll get these browns out the way. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. I think I denied more green than I even created on the board. So, we will wait a turn. Actually, let me not. Let me just get the poisons off now, just so they have something to target at. So we'll do that. Get more reds. We get all of them up. We got all of his mana back up. That will be shields, so as long as the poison triggers on one of them, that'll undo the trigger on them of the poison. So we will throw this down at the hero. It will take another skull, so we'll just let that happen. Not really much I can do about it. So we'll throw a tap down. Waiting for that barrier to break. Oh no! How are you not poisoned? Oh, the Poison Master probably just didn't hit it. Oh, okay. We'll aim and kill out the hero. We do not have any cleanse for the death mark. We're just going to have to kind of let it be there. So throw... Never mind. Okay. Scratch that plan. We'll just throw all of our scale guards now at the Guardian before it shields like crazy. We do have a chance to take a skull. I do not think it is worth it. We'll let him waste his turn on it. which means we'll be able to break this barrier off the poison when he recreates the barrier. So we'll just go for a red right here. Keep it focused on reds. The other one's still death mark, though. We can solo it with only one if we have to. Oh, I forgot to check for alignment. Luckily, he completely missed. Okay. Didn't want to say it too soon. Okay. Well, options. What are they? I think just taking a basic safe skull is what we do here. There we go. And we didn't get red drop, unfortunately. But we'll do that. We'll take the blue. We'll get some red out of it. Not surge, though, so we didn't get full. We might just give it another skull, though that would be dangerously close to death. I think I'll take a red into... I'll just take a red into killing it next turn, and then killing most of the other one the following turn. So we'll throw this down. Dead. Throw the other one down, mostly dead, and then we win from there. Sounds like a plan. Now all we need is a red surge or a skull. Oh, hello, reds. I didn't see. What are you gonna do? Ooh, take greens. Okay. So even if I take mana, that won't be useful for anything. So we'll just move that one over. What are you gonna aim at? Which one? Which one? It did not go for the kill, which makes it slightly harder, but we'll just take a skull and that's match. So there we go. Skill guard everywhere. For the poison master as optional. Pretty funny, but it does work. It definitely does indeed work. Also, hello Kyle, welcome. You're level 134 and pulled another mythic. Could you do a war in a team? Sure. War is another one of those slightly weaker ones, but we can do a war-oriented team. Generally, with war earlier on in the game, you're just going to want to mana generate it like crazy. So we'll get our war. There he is. War, Valkyrie, Apothecary. Keep him fully manaed. Keep him cleansed. And now we just need any tank for a first slot. And colors we missing are just brown and just purple. Should be the only color we're missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So all we need now is just a purple tank of any kind, and this can just be your hero weapon. Let's see, what do we have as far as options? Bone Dragon, hero weapon. Aberrath would be okay. I might actually throw an Aberrath here. I don't know what you have as options though. But yeah, Bone Dragon, Aberrath, Carnex, Dragon Soul would actually not be bad either, though it doesn't really get to use any of the other color. Though the whole point of this team is just to spam war as much as you can. Any big time grinders looking for a guild? Oh yeah, just guild. I always feel like every comment is just mentioning me, but no. Okay, we'll just throw the Aberrath, I guess. I don't know what you currently have available. Banner is actually already cracked. Or no, never mind, no it isn't. Let's go with standard red yellow for it. You used Carnex. Okay, we can throw a Carnex here. Oh, but then I can't use red yellow if I do. I'd have to go... I think I'll just keep with what I had. But yeah, just let me know if you do have that or not, and I can switch it if not. Because I do want to make sure we can get our Valkyrie up as quick as possible. Keep the mana generating everywhere. We could also use a Storm if we really wanted to on this team. Problem is the Blue Storm and the Brown Storm currently do not exist. But whenever they are added, they could be used as an alternative as well. Since you really don't need the purple. I'm just using it so we cover all the colors. Oh, you don't have an Aberrath. Oops, fail. I didn't realize you were the same person that asked for the thingy. Okay, well, we can do a Carnex then, if that's what you're going to go with. The only difference that you would really do with a Carnex in this build is you'd switch the banner likely to a red-purple or a yellow-red or a yellow-purple. Probably yellow-red would be your best bet. And just go Carnex, rush up your Carnex or your Valkyrie, get your mana going, and then go from there. Pretty much same thing we're doing here, just slightly different. Oh, we'll do that. Get a Valkyrie off. That will get our Apothecary going, get everything else, and we can just loop it on from there. Or not really loop, but, well, we can partially loop. Ends up feeding all the mana. The whole point of this team is to get mana generation all the way down to your war. But we'll do that, get our burns down, get our pokes, put down a little skull. Abraf, clear out the board. Apothecary. Of course, Carnex would clear out most of the board as well. Plus, he wouldn't be frozen right now if we actually had a Carnex there. But we'll do that. But yeah, I'll do this as a team again. Just do a Carnex there next time. We don't need to worry about any freezes when we do that cast, since we do get the cleanse. And do we have enough damage for that? I believe we do. So we'll throw that down, go down the line. Kill. Get our browns. Get the brown into blue. Drop the double purple for the extra turn. Throw the Carnex / Aberaf. And nice, extra turn off it. I don't believe we have enough damage to do anything with that though. So we'll just get some more Valkyrie mana. Every turn we wait, they take more damage anyways. So we'll throw a Skull, and that's pretty much match. We'll just throw a Valkyrie somewhere, and I guess we'll do another Skull for the win, might as well. Don't think we can kill out with War right now, which is why I'm just going to go with a Skull. Come on now, board. Give us the alignments. And nope, no Skull. Well, Aberaf, go. Can you land this one? Still no Skull. There's less Skulls now than there just was the previous turn. He's also not even burned right now, so it's not like he's taking any additional damage. Might just throw it at him. Why not? Okay. And come on, we need Skulls, we need the mana, we need something for him to kill it out with. Not enough mana. One off. Where's your 1 mana? Amazing. There we go. And that'll be enough. Oh. That'll be enough for the kill right in time before he chakras. Yeah, let me do that again with Carnex instead. Am I grinding out the treasure maps today? No, I most likely won't. Also, hello, Bridget. You thought you were assassin earlier? Or fought my assassin earlier. You think you beat you with Christinex, Dragon Soul, Christinex. Nice. Is that the team I'm using for defend? No. I end up switching my defend, or the defend I'm using for the Guild Wars is this thing. Or at least this week it is. Guild Wars. Where'd it go? Crimson Bat, Bone Dragon, Death Famine is what I'm going to be using for my defend. It's just all around pretty good. And we're just going to be doing that most likely. Stick with the annoying Death Mark while we still have it before it gets nerfed. But yeah, let me go show this team the correct way, or at least for the person who asked. Do a Carnex here instead. I think I'm just going to keep the same banner. Just run it with a red-yellow. And we'll throw it down with this. We do cover every color. Could go Dragon Soul banner too and fully commit to it. The only problem with that is the minus yellow that we'd get for our Valkyrie. I'd prefer getting her up a little bit quicker since we can feed her into the Apothecary and the excess goes into the War as well. But we'll do this. Get the Carnex going, or the Valkyrie going, and the Apothecary for the cleanse. We will not need Apothecary as much since using a Carnex in this context. Of course, Carnex never needs a cleanse, but it will help with everything else on the team at least. Okay. So, right off the bat, I think I'm just going to go for a purple, it looks like. There's a yellow. You can get Valkyrie up quicker. The only problem is yellow is the only way we can actually get her up. So we might as well go for the Carnex first, since there's 2 colors that can get up on instead of just the 1. We have to give it some browns right here, but it'll be worth it, as we only need 1 more turn for our Carnex. As long as he doesn't block us on reds right there, we should be good. And he doesn't. So we'll just take the red. Skulls are still intact. Never mind. I spoke too soon. But we'll go clear out the board, get our explosion for the Apothecary, and we'll be good to go thereafter. We even get the extra turn off of the cast right there. So we'll go and cascade right there, I should say. But we'll throw that off, get our browns. We might throw this down just for the sake of delaying him on turns. I don't really think skulls are much value for us, given the troop that he's using up front. Might even just kill that out just so we don't have to deal with that huge burn. So we'll just tap him. Not really any skulls left on the board, so we'll go and remove some of this excess from it. I think we'll go for brown. Looks like a lot of browns is kind of lingering. Does mean we won't be able to use Apothecary though, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. Though we do have our Carnex available. Of course, Carnex though doesn't really get too many explosions unless there's a lot of skulls on the board. But we do get that. Apothecary, we should be able to get alignment on soon. He's replenishing quite a bit of the brown to the board. Okay, that will help us some, since he does replenish the brown. And I guess we got rid of reds. As much as we kind of do need reds, it does seem like our only option. We'll throw it down on the reds, get our cleanse. Don't need to worry about any of the burns or stuns that he just did. So we're replenished from that. We'll kill him out so we don't have to deal with him, get our free turn, and just go straight into our Carnex and start going from there. Does your class only matter if you use your hero in the team? No. You do passively get a slight bonus for your hero mastery that also applies to all battles, even if your hero is not in the team. It is assuming you fully leveled your hero, it would be a 20 additional mastery. I believe it's 1 per level, or it should be 1 per level, bonus that you end up getting. So there is a very, very, very small difference based on what class you're currently using. Okay, so we will throw that down. Oh yeah, next mythic is next Friday, Elamagrim. The link for it is right here, as well as all the other stuff that's coming. For any of you that are curious, just open that new tab. Shows all the information that you'll need. Where can you find runic magic trait stones? The best place to hunt for them would be from Karkaroth. It's the one just slightly east to Broken Spire. It's pretty much right next to it, to the right, is the one you'll need to do it in. The one that kind of looks like a temple. And has that ferret guy that's holding like a dagger there. Not the Tyree one, the other one. Let's see, I'll throw that down. What do I think about a red-brown banner? Is that a thing? Yes, it is. It's the Groshnok banner if you don't already have the kingdom unlocked. That's where you get the banner from. But yeah, there's every single possible combination of +1/+1 does have a banner, by the way. The only ones that don't have banners yet is every single combination of +2, +1, -1. But all the +1/+1s, currently every single option is available. And always will be. As long as you have all the kingdoms, or at least the 15 corresponding kingdoms, or however many combos there are. I forget how many it is. But I think it's about 20 or so. Well, we'll take the skull, hit it with the final war, and that is what you make out of war. Or at least with a Carnex-oriented one. Oh, don't you dare! This is why I hate Famine. It's not that Famine is the hardest mythic in the game. He's just the most annoying mythic in the game. Because right there, him doing that just made us lose like 1 minute of time. Alright, there we go. Never mind. Well, luckily it only did about 15 seconds then. Currently going against this team in PvP, want you to give it a shot for lols if you don't mind. Dark Song, Feldross, Groshnok, and Keeper of Souls. What on earth is that? What on earth is that team? We'll do it on our 2 trophy, I guess. Let's see. Dark Song, useless troop. Actually, everything from that kingdom is useless. Feldross, slightly less useless, but still useless. No, actually, it's not that useless. Feldross, Garnock. This whole entire kingdom is like the most useless troops there are. Garnock, and not even in the last slot. And Keeper of Souls. We'll throw this down. Banner, we will want to go and get Keeper of Souls as much as possible, as he is our main damage source. So I'm just going to go with a standard +2 brown. Then again, yeah, +2 brown is all we need for it. So we'll go for that and see where that will bring us. What I thought just thought it'd be worth the fun. Yeah, I know. It is pretty funny seeing some of these weird teams out there. It's always cool trying to try something else as far as teams are concerned. Well, move that over. Move the other way over. Yeah, we'll just go for the brown. Okay. Oh, which would you third trait first? Death, Draculus, or Bone Dragon? Don't they all use different trait stones? But if I had to pick only one of them, I'd probably have to say Death, then Bone Dragon, then Draculus in that order. If you were just trying to figure out between the 3 of them. Though if you were factoring in other troops, that order would definitely change. But between the three of them, Def definitely has the best fully traded traits. Bone Dragon only uses its last trait occasionally for first slotting and for defending. And Draculus, personally, I don't think Draculus needs any traits. I find his traits to be excessively useless, other than the fact that he has immunity to Death Mark. That's actually probably his best trait. Even his legendary trait isn't. Well, the problem is his unique trait is really, really weak. There's only 8 HP gain every time he takes skulls, and this only triggers if he is in first slot, unlike the Courage and other troops that can trigger regardless of what slot it is in. Okay, so really poor value from taking skulls, yet we're using a skull-oriented team. Well, I guess I'll go for this brown, even though it gives blue. It already has all the, oh no, it doesn't have all the blue. But we'll throw another skull spam out, hopefully kill the Gorgolfa with it. I just realized how weak this team actually is. I did the 2 trophy, but I didn't mean to do this week of a 2 trophy. That sad moment when we can actually just skull spam straight through him, even though he has anti-skull spam as his team. Where do we go here? Guess we just move that down into the cascade. I do give him some browns though, and he's still not dead. Speaking of not dead, oh, there goes. Well, we can get a summon if cascade goes well. Perfect. So there's 2 different summons we can do. I believe this one counts reds, or is it yellows, greens? It boosts based on something. If there's 13 or more of some kind of gem, it summons an armored boar, and it is reds, and there are definitely enough reds for that. So we'll do that, get our armored boar up there. I think that's even better than the thing that we would have summoned from the other one, so we'll go with that. We'll throw the skull down, and I guess I'll just go for a brown, a red into a brown. Ah, not enough mana, we didn't surge it, or at least not the red color. So he goes on the Inferno King. Forgot to double check for it, though I believe he does miss. Ah, a lot of cascade, but he did ultimately miss the extra turn, so at least that's a thing. We do have our ability up. Probably just going to take a skull right here and then do our ability. We do have 2 summons kind of just laying there, so regardless of what happens, we have plenty of firewall to deal with them. And at this point, we can just armored boar, we can skull spam. Got a couple options that we can do. I think I am just going to skull spam the yellows here, and that should be match. He doesn't have any chance to revive. Can we drop anything? Yes, we can. We can do that into another skull. Into another skull? Into another skull! 4 or 5 skulls. 4 or 5 skulls and all that mess, and we get a map out of it. So I guess that team did work. Definitely not the strongest of teams. That's kind of funny one to be up against, but there we go. 4 max scale guards equals 100% win. Yeah, we did try that earlier. It is pretty funny. I did almost lose with it. There are a lot of teams that I could battle that can defeat it. Like, for example, this Bone Dragon right here would completely demolish it because it has immunity to poison. On that note, let's go demolish it with something else. Let me just do Assassin. I'm really digging the Assassin class all over again. I almost forgot how ridiculously over-the-top overpowered this is. No, it's not overpowered. This doesn't have a counter, which is a problem because the trait is kind of glitched at the moment because it doesn't like to not trigger when it has no attack. It still triggers pretty much always. So that's the main thing that makes it annoying, since there isn't an actual counter to it due to the glitch. Well, not much we can really do off the board. Guess we'll take a yellow over here. So that does take away from our future alignment on upcoming turns. Every yellow I take will reduce it. So right here I'm going to use it, waste it a bit, but I need to just get the cleanse, get our yellows. I did give him free brown, but oh well. Let's see. We'll take our skull right there. I will get refrozen, but we're going to anyways if we're going to keep taking skulls on him. We can use another mercy to simply cleanse out of it once we have that available. Hopefully he will not kill our hero in that time. Worst comes to worst, we can always just crude club it. So we'll get our green mana off of that while getting everything else that we need. And we get an extra turn, perfect. And I can kill it out just off a skull, so we don't need to deal with that anymore. Inferno King, we are frozen on both red and skulls, so it is impossible for us to extra turn off of it at the moment, so we'll just go for a mercy. I probably should have went for that one instead. It was a lot safer, but at least it didn't remove any reds from the board. I will go for Mercy here, even though we don't get any mana. I'm just doing that to cleanse our freeze and to give it a little bit of HP. Mainly to cleanse the freeze, though. And alignment, do we have it? Yes, we do. Huge amount of reds, plus a lot of 3 pairs all over the place. So we'll do that. Definitely have Shegra up, without a shadow of a doubt. And we'll kill that out before we go do our Shegra. Though it does look like we'll have to waste a turn to do that, unless some kind of a weird alignment comes to the board. I will have to waste that turn, because I did not want to skull spam something with only 4 HP, of course. So we'll just throw that down. And we'll Shegra, and that should be matched, especially if we assassinate right now. Come on, let's see the assassinate. Should be enough skull pairs to do it off of. Nope, no assassinates. We do have purples just laying there, though, so that is an option. Doesn't look like we have alignment, though, off of his ability. So we'll just take the purples there. Still no. Oh, no, we do have alignment. Perfect. Right up there on the greens. And that is definitely matched. Overkill. And we still had 2 more skull pairs. 3 more skull pairs we could have taken out of that. Extra turn there, and we should have been able to still get another skull somewhere off the board. Do you know if Double Skull Arcane Trait Stones Day is coming for 400 glory? The next time that is happening is... Let me see. Brown, purple. Nope. No time within the foreseeable future. No time within, like, the next 2 months. So, if you need your brown, purple, stock up now. Because you will not be able to get a cheaper option for a long while, or even an option at all for a long while. We have up to July 24th, and currently everything based on current data does not show brown purple coming again until, well, it doesn't say. But no time between now and July 24th will it be available again. And even for another month after, it might not even be available. So yeah, stock up on brown purples now if you need them, as won't be getting them for a while. So things like Bone Dragon, Keeper Souls, particularly Cerberus. I think Cerberus might be your absolute best bet if you could only go for one. People who are just starting out probably just go for Rock Spirit. It's a pretty solid troop to have since it has Stone Skin, has nice split damage, which works insanely well with Ranger. Rock Spirit fully traded with Ranger fully traded is pretty insane. Ranger actually doesn't need fully traded, but of course it does make it a bit more helpful. It's mainly the Rock Spirit that needs to trait due to how much tankier it gets from having all the traits. But yeah, those options are pretty decent. I believe Farish Ra uses the color too. I cannot confirm that off the top of my head, but I believe Farish Ra uses brown purple. Can't remember for sure or not, but if he does, that's also a really good option. But we'll throw down Inferno King. We got our reds that we need. Enough for Shegra as well. I think I will throw the Shegra if we don't have Mercy alignment, which we don't. We get 4, yeah. We get 4 different peers. I almost miscounted that as 5, but yeah, we get 4 peers, but none of that would actually help us any. We need the extra turn. We do get the Assassinate off the bottom, which is nice. Hopefully we'll get alignment somewhere off of anything. Does not look like it. Not even a random turn to drop into. Nope, can't even take the blue into a yellow into a turn down there. Inferno King, not alignment. Nothing here can even drop into one. Well, I guess taking a blue or something, but none of the skulls can drop into a even another skull. So we'll just go for a single skull right there. And then another Assassinate, nice. We might just get a triple. We might get his entire back of his team killed before we even kill the Gorgoltha. We keep getting Assassinates like this. Come on, one more Assassinate. Let's see it. We get alignment on these, any color that we can convert. Bunny Nog also uses brown purple, though I find Bunny Nog to be pretty useless of a troop personally. The only reason I ever traded it was because I think I traded it last year at Easter, because it was like, oh yeah, it's Easter time, let me go trade this up to finally show it. But the only reason I even traded it was because I needed to. I did it for the holiday and just because for collection purposes. But I've personally never went out of my way to ever put a Bunny Nog in my team. I just was like, wait, why didn't it burn him? But I forgot he has immunity to it. I might just Crude Club him at this point. There we go. No more Gorgoltha. So all we have to do now is just get alignment or get a lucky skull. We'll just cast on that. Not enough damage, but he can't stop every skull pair on the board. Speaking of which, you tried to share a Bunny Nog video to you on Facebook, Tacet, but you doubt you saw it. Oh, maybe I'll go see it. Yeah, I don't ever really use Facebook. I think my Facebook has actually been like 3 weeks inactive or 2 weeks inactive. I think the last time I went on it was when we did the 1 year anniversary stream, which was on like the 20th, 23rd, sometime around there. What do you guys think about double Kraken, Giant Spider, Queen Mab? Sounds really solid. Are you just using it as a general team or for Guild Wars? Regardless, it's a pretty solid team. What does the Paragon rank mean for your guild in Guild Wars? It means that they will be the final battle of every single Guild Wars segment, assuming that they won all 4 of the previous battles. They also gain the highest additional amount of stats. So it'll be easier for them to win, as well as easier for them to defend for your guild. But yeah, how the battles work is, of course, you do 5 battles. And the first battle is against someone randomly from their soldier, then from their vanguard, then their herald, then their champion, then their paragon, assuming that you won all of them prior to that. And that's basically just how it works. You just go up the line as you win. But if you end up losing one, you'd fight the soldier. Then let's say you fight a vanguard and you lost against a vanguard, you'll fight another vanguard. Then you'll go up to herald, then you'll do your final battle on a champion, and you'll never even see the paragon because you end up getting a lose and you do not get to do that final battle. That's basically how they work as far as ranking things. All my rankings are exactly the same because there was a glitch that made it show that we got literally 0 points last week. Luckily, it still shows that we got the winning thing, but as far as those points, it did show that we got 0. So it didn't bother switching our order whatsoever for our guild things. So everyone's still exactly where they were, which is kind of good for me because that means I'm getting slightly better stats, because I was most likely going to go demoted down to Vanguard because I got to lose. But if I can end up winning all of my battles this week, particularly if I can do it for a perfect win, I might go up to Champion or Paragon, or at least keep my Herald status. In my own guild, it's going to be pretty hard to actually get up there, mainly because of how many people get like near perfect or exactly perfect. Wozzy, only person for, he should actually be our, even though he's all the way down there, he should be our Paragon right now. He was the only person in our entire guild that got an absolutely perfect score. He got the max possible score you can even get, which means he did 4 pure colors all 6 of the days, won all 30 battles, and he did it all without losing a single troop. And if he did lose a troop, he resummoned that troop, which preserves your points and still gives you full value. So he ended up doing that, which was pretty insane. Only person from the guild. There are other guild people who have done that, but he was the only one from my guild that ended up achieving that. Which perk do you use for the assassin class? Generally, I use the... actually, all 3 of them are really good options. For this week, I am using the Naga. The main reason for this is the 25% bonus for Nagas does get applied to your hero. It's being set as a Naga, so normally I use that. Otherwise, if it wasn't a Naga bonus week, I would just be using Dark Blades for the extra 4 attack. The main reason for this too is the Assassin class has the highest base attack of any hero class at a +7, and if you add that to the Dark Blades, that is 11 attack for your hero, which is quite substantial. Though whenever there's a Naga week, it's always better to set it to Naga, because 25% is much better than how much you would even gain from Dark Blades. Plus you're gaining extra magic, armor, and HP on top of it. So I'm just utilizing that this week. But on a normal week, if this wasn't a Naga week, you'd just be using the Dark Blades instead for excessively high attack value. Let's see. Also, I think I'm going to be wrapping up the stream, so if you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave it in the chat now. Do keep in mind, I'm either going to be starting tomorrow's stream just a little bit earlier than what I normally do, or ending it a little bit earlier, or a combination of both. I do need to wake up a bit earlier on Wednesday. Also, based on the polling, it does look like I will be doing the Guild War video every single day. I'll make sure to try to keep them as interesting as I possibly can, and do all the commentary on them as well, of course, because I know quite a few people like them. If nothing else, we can just have them as the backup sound for people who will really enjoy just listening to the battles and me commentating them. So we will be doing those. It'll also offset the days. Now that I think of it, one pretty good thing about it is it will end up offsetting days that I don't stream. to still have some kind of longer format for people who do like to listen to something. Because I know whenever I'm doing something else, I kind of do like having something else in the background too. So we will be doing those. Of course, if you don't want to watch them, just don't watch them. But for the foreseeable future, I guess I will be doing the 6 guild wars battles pretty much every single week. There might be some weeks when I just kind of skip it, but we are going to be doing that as well. Do the color teams you are playing each day? Yeah, of course. And I'll probably try doing some guide-like stuff within them as well if we can. But yeah, good night, Timothy. Let's see, is there any other questions? Anything else? Let me just double check real quick as I'm going through. Paragon, answer that, answer that. But yeah, I think I'll be wrapping up then for tonight. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Don't forget, Guild Wars starts tomorrow, so make sure you have your defend teams ready. If you're wondering about any defend teams for any days, good rule of thumb is have things that are relatively anti-skull. Otherwise, have things that just have instant kill chances, like Devour, Death Mark, stuff like that. And if you can't think of anything else, just look for something that has the remove of a certain color. For example, tomorrow is a green day. Finding any troop that you have that has the ability to 100% chance remove greens would be pretty decent to slot there. Personally, I'm just running Crimson Bat, Bone Dragon, Death Famine every day and seeing what happens with that. I have been using Def in literally every single defend team so far. Actually, the Def and Crimson Bat has been in every defend I've started using so far for the Guild Wars, mainly because it's just a devastating combo. But of course, anything that can really get quick instant kills is pretty decent to put there. But anyways, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I will see you all later. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And yeah, hopefully see you all later tomorrow night. Goodbye, everyone.